Hey, you guys, good afternoon. It is your girl, Himiko Sadiki. Today, we have to talk about the power of leverage when you're a buyer. Listen, many of you are going to find yourself in this situation as the market changes in July. And I know some of you might be thinking, July, what's going on in July? So I'm going to go ahead and answer that real quick, and then we're going to get back on topic, okay? So as you guys are chiming in, do me a favor on the left-hand side, hit the share button, because I promise you, as buyers, as sellers, you're going to find yourself in this very situation, and you're not going to know what to do, or you're going to feel like you're forced to do something that you don't know that you have leverage on. So today I'm going to clear that all up for you, okay? So, but first let's talk about what's happening in July. So in July, as you guys know, the National Association of Realtors was sued in a lawsuit by some sellers. Those sellers did not want to continue to pay for the buyer's real estate agent. The way that it typically works, how you doing? I see you guys as you're chiming in. So the way that it usually works is this: a listing agent lists a home and negotiates a 6% commission, okay? When they negotiate that 6% commission, 3 of it usually goes to the buyer agent, 3 of it usually goes to the seller agent. And as a buyer, you're only coming in with your down payment and your closing cost, right? And so what is going to happen for many of you that are in situations where you're buying resale homes in particular, sellers aren't going to pay your real estate agent representation fees anymore. And then you're going to be responsible for that. Not a problem. It's just like hiring an attorney. You're going to have to pay for your own attorney. But some of you are going to be like, look, I barely came up with down payment and closing costs, and now you want me to pay for this too. So what is going to happen is sellers are going to list their homes, and they're not going to put on the listing that they are providing any kind of fees. So you might be thinking to yourself, well, if that's the case, will we be able to get financed for this? It will not be something you could finance. However, sellers are still allowed to give commission, but those commissions will probably be used either towards your real estate agent fees now, or they'll be used towards your closing costs, one or the other, either way. But I want to go back to Ohio. Do you guys remember? I just came back from Ohio, and I'm in the very situation that you guys may find yourself in the future. In July. What's up, Ernest? I see you, darling. And what is happening is the seller of this particular property is not paying a real estate agent commission. So I'm good with that because I said I can represent myself. However, I don't have their documents. And so I enlisted their real estate agent, and I paid her a small fee to write the offer. I negotiated my own deal, and I negotiated it and let her write the deal up as if she were representing me. Okay. So y'all know, what's up, Daryl Carter? Y'all know I went all the way down to Ohio. I saw the property in person. Listen, I first saw it on camera. On camera, it looks bad, but when you see it in person, it was a little bit more rough in person than it was over the camera. Everything you could see. I was able to, hey, Anthony, I see you, darling. I was able to go down into the basement. At least anyway, I was squatting and looking down there because I wasn't going all the way down into nobody's basement. But the property wasn't in as good of condition as it looked like in front of the camera, irregardless. I went there with the contractor. He videotaped. We were good to go there. Sorry about that, y'all. So with that being said, I need to go back now with a contractor so I can get a budget for the lender. Now, I'm doing hard money on this property. And the reason why I am doing that, sorry, somebody keeps texting me. And the reason why I am doing that is because I'm going to leverage, as you guys know, we always hear about leveraging other people's money. Even if you have it, what's up, Jeff? What's up, Roger? Even if you have the funds to do it yourself, we're going to leverage somebody else's funds to get this transaction done. But honey, a lot of times what they want to see is what is the budget for the property. I went there on Monday. The contractor wanted to go back so he could give the budget. The listing agent was like, you guys already saw the property, and the seller started to become difficult with us going back in to see the property. Well, baby, they don't know that I know what I know, okay? And this is what I want you to know. You have leverage, because what's going to happen is the title company now is sending me paperwork asking me to fill it out. I said, I ain't filling nothing out until I gain access to the property again. And their concern is going to be, even if you're in this situation, their concern is that we're not going to close on time. Well, give me access and we'll close on time. So I want you to remember, just because you're in the buying seat doesn't mean you don't have power. It doesn't mean that you cannot force your way, not even say force your way, because that's a bad word to use. You can't get them to do what you need them to do. Because sometimes a seller will feel, well, once you've seen the property, you signed off contingencies, they're in control and they ain't got to do nothing no more. That is not the case. Make sure that you put yourselves in a situation, if you're having to represent yourself on these properties in the future and you can't afford to hire a real estate agent, that you know your rights. And in this particular case, I am not sending nothing to the title company until I get access. Once I get access, they will get the paperwork. There, as soon as I said that, all of a sudden they wanted to talk to me about what days and times the contractor can come out. So you guys, please, as you're going through your journey, if you cannot afford a real estate agent, follow my page, have your family follow my page, because it's going to help them, because I'm always teaching, as you know, like what you don't know. Because in that situation, y'all would have been like, okay, well, let me send all this stuff to the title company. Seller would have never gave you access. And now you're trying to figure out how you can get your funds from your lender, but you couldn't get it from the lender because he needed a estimate. And you can't get an estimate without access, right? What's up, Joanne? What's up, Lyle? I see you. So that's my message for you guys today. Know your power of your leverage. And in this case, when you're a buyer, the leverage is, I'm not sending no paperwork until I get access. When I get access, then you get my paperwork. You got to understand your power of leverage. All right. Put down in the comments if you guys have some questions, whether it's this question you have or something else. What's up, Joanne? I see you, darling. If you have questions about this incident in particular, and if you're wondering what property I'm talking about, go back in my timeline. I think I was wearing a yellow jacket, and then I walked the property. You guys will hear me say, it looked like there's some squatters in this house. Yeah, that house. So me and my son bought that as our first investment property, and we bought it in Ohio, in Cleveland in particular. And you guys might be thinking, well, why Cleveland? What's going on in Cleveland? In the neighborhoods that we are purchasing, the properties are really inexpensive, but the rents are very good, and you can Section 8 them. And in this particular case, it's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 2 duplex, and you can get $1,100 on each of those duplexes if the property's in good condition. Y'all saw the house. I got some work to do. What's up, Peggy Sue? And I got some work to do. And that's what we're going to be doing. All right. So what questions you guys got? Peggy, I see you, darling. I'm wondering what's going on with you. I haven't talked to you in a while. What's up, Ernest? Hey, Daryl. Anthony, I see you too. All right, you guys, I am getting out of here. I got to take my daughter to her football practice, but I want you to know you have the power of leverage. Don't make someone feel like they are trumping you just because they are the seller. All right. We got power too, y'all. All right. We'll see you later. If you guys are in the market to buy or sell, you know what to do. Send me a message and I'll help you out. Bye-bye.